Okay, everybody. What I'm about to show you is this is a fellow targeted individual. This channel, Nappy Headed Roots. Turn the volume up. Okay, good. What you're about to see, and this is for people who don't think that this whole mass vaccination thing is not serious. It is, but when they're trying to emphasize that, I'm telling you, this is the definition of what they're gonna be doing to people. Trust me, this is just how bad as it can get. Okay. Nappy was able to get some footage of some of these perps that they sent his way when it came to some of the perpetrators acts that they do. I warn you, there is one of them that I will partially show, but I'll have to break it off at another moment because I'm telling you, these people, dude, they're gone, man. They're not there anymore. They're gone. They're just done, gone, completely gone. Now, when you see this, I want you to understand one simple thing. When people look at us targeted individuals, they try to call us mentally ill. They try to say we don't know what we're talking about. They try to call us crazy. Well, I'll let you be the judge after seeing this. After seeing this footage. Now, there's no audio on this vid, unfortunately, so I don't even know what she's saying. But you see what she's doing, right? Just about literally every day, they send these different people towards him. Same situation with me as well. I've never gotten anybody that damn crazy though. Never. I've never had any of that happen. But there was one particular weird experience. Very weird, actually. Um, all I can say is, this is just from what I've witnessed. It was a guy approached me at a bus stop, and his skin was moving. That's right, his skin. I don't mean he was just moving around his limbs and shit. No, no. You know how like a bobblehead would vibrate and whatnot whenever, or should I say bobble? His skin was kind of like that, basically.
Or a carrier who is detained pursuant.
Hang on, that's not. Okay, so let me head back. If you saw that other video, yes, they are planning on. I understand this is a pandemic, and they are planning on using that to go after your kids. It's just you need to really pay attention to what these politicians are passing, and you need to pay attention to a lot of the crap that they're basically are trying to represent in the media. Look, man, if you're a Christian, you're a believer in the Most High, you believe in Jesus and all that stuff. I'm telling you right now, if you got any symbolism that's related to Nike, any symbolism related to Jordan, like a Nike Air Jordan, any of that kind of crap, any of these type of famous symbols of these clothing brands, you need to abandon that shit or at least take that off. At least, cut the actual insignia off. I'm telling you, man, like that stuff is related to Satanism, and these bastards are very slick with this mess. They're really freaking sneaky with this, and you wouldn't even know it. You would not have known it. So here's another example of what this mind control technology is doing to people. Most of these people understand these people are perps, but there's a level to these situations. There are people who are also being controlled with this mind control technology, who are being forced out there, and then you got people who just willingly are just the street thugs who are paid off to go out there, and then you got the people who oversee everything that's happening, and who are giving out the orders for this stuff to happen.
Motor Mouth, ladies and gentlemen. Tape recorder mouth.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can find another video with him in it because I did see how he acted, and dude, it's really serious. What the heck happened to that? Oh, I know what happened. He had to take it down. Yeah, he had to take it down because apparently, if you're wondering, there is another video around here. There was, but I think they took it down because there was nudity in it. And if you're wondering why, they sent a female perp towards him, right? Dude, this woman, she was bent over, and her freaking this is why he probably should have, edited. It would have, at least that way he would be able to keep it up, that keep the video up there. But basically, she was hunched back down, and damn, dude, she I still believe they wanted to take that shit down because it was too obvious. They must have not noticed the fencing, because I'm gonna just give you an example of what happened. Okay, so they sent her to hunch over towards him, right? So this woman has her pants down. Her pants are down in public nudity, indecency. So she walks over to the other side of the street, the other side of the street, going to the sidewalk, going down the fencing, and there's a car that just so happens to pull up. They notice that the fence is there, and Nappy is still recording as this happens. Now, the white vehicle, it was coming over from the side of the street where she was walking towards at first. Then it did a U-turn, turning back, and then it stopped at the curve, right? It stopped at the curve. So what happens is she's on her way towards the vehicle, and apparently they must have told her to abort, heading over there, and immediately turned off because there's nothing to cover their shit. He was literally on the verge of making the connection with the filming. They didn't want him having that evidence. So what did they do? They told her to cross the other street. Cross the other street. Don't even give him that evidence. No, don't. There are people intentionally orchestrating this shit to happen. There are people controlling people to do what they're doing. There are people responsible for this stuff going on. I'm telling you, you may want to pay attention to a lot of crap that these politicians are passing because, don't be surprised if they're trying to use this technology to convert people into that shit. Do not be surprised. This is why we need to break free from this, man. You got to really detox this crap out of your system. Every day, even as myself as a TI, I'm going through constant scenarios of them trying to program me. And other TIs go through the same thing as well. All of us do. No TI on this planet, on this earth at all is mentally ill. None. None of us are. We're all victims of circumstances.
Why don't you tell everybody on YouTube how you...
And you already see where his hand is. I mean, I could show so much footage of this. And I would have to, if anybody's calling a target individual crazy, I would have to look at them like, okay, either you're controlled or you're just working for the beast system, man. That's all I can say. That's all I really can ever even think about if it comes to a situation like that, because people really need to wake the fuck up, man. I'm trying to find some of the other videos. Here's this one. That's another definition of someone being controlled. And then you got a guy in a red cap. He knows exactly what's going on, but he's blending in to just play it off as if he's not having anything to do with this shit. That guy is an informant. Understand, both of those guys got red hats on, dude. Both of them. People, if a TI is telling you they are being, that they're being harassed by colors, you want to know the people doing it, just keep an eye out for the colors that they're mentioning. TIs, you need to, you're more at risk to this because they understand they're constantly trying to program you. You need to do exactly what I did. Basically, change the meaning behind that color that they're flashing you with. Make it something positive. Because if you got something negative, if you label that as something negative, even though these satanic assholes got meanings behind stuff, it doesn't mean that you have to accept those meanings. You don't have to accept that. You don't. You can make up your own meanings behind things, and each time you see something like that, it basically generates a positive thought and a negative one. You see how they use that against you? And people, if you're wanting to know more of this crap that this guy was doing, here's yet another video. This shit is
Kept my soul alive. I'm singing for the ones who have been broken. I'm singing for the lovers and the tattooed priests. I'm singing for the...
You can't make this shit up, man. You just can't. You can't make any of this up. And you want to know something else? Yeah, I think this was the guy he was talking about earlier, the tape recording dude from the film. Watch how he acts.
It just be popping up everywhere, huh? A what? Why you say it's gonna be a bloodbath? Why you think?
That guy is definitely under remote manipulation there, and it's pretty bad. That's pretty damn bad.
Did my job. Next day. 4 for 3, what? Okay, bro, 4th, 5th, 40, 54, 40, who was that? The 90s, who was that party? Who was remember that? Here are the days, back in this world, the new sun, I remember from Airbot, who, that was yellow, who was red, who, next fight, the drops, the very, the Friday, yes. That guy has 30 cents. What happens if you live for blackout? We live free. Oh, pass on this. We'll make the world better. Generation didn't die. We've been here for,
Fellow T.I. is supposed to be crazy, right? Really, right? Now, people, analyze just the footage. It's only been a minute, just a minute and 9 seconds. Analyze the situation for yourself. Who's actually more calm here, more collective, and not acting a fool here? Who's doing that and who's not doing that? Yet T.I. is just supposed to be mentally ill, right? Dude, just from watching at least a minute and 9 seconds of this, you don't see Nappy acting out. You don't see him doing any of this shit, man. You don't. They do this crap to him. They do this kind of... Now, I've never experienced no fucked up shit like this before. I've never seen it. But I have noticed that they did send somebody who was going through that, and I was able to recognize that right away. So my guess is they must have wanted me to believe that person was just paid off. No, I can recognize those symptoms. I know what that shit is, and what did I do when I saw that shit? I said, now this was a female they sent towards me, who was on this shit, man. This happened a while ago. Now, what did I do in a scenario like this? I simply told them the names of my channels, of all the information there. If they need help to get off that shit, that's where you need to go. Go there, you'll find information leading you to other fellow TIs who also have good information to help other fellow TIs out. I've never seen that shit happen since. I have not seen that happen since. I haven't seen it. If anything, like you should, What you should do, since they sending these idiots towards you, I mean, use that as free advertisement. Get a sign. Have the names written down to certain channels saying this is what they don't want you to see. Check these channels out. You think that doesn't work? Oh, it works. It does. Because you got to understand, some of these people that they hire to do this stuff, some of these people who are not under this remote manipulation like that, they don't know what they're getting themselves into. They don't know. Some of them do know, and they still get people involved. This includes their family, their friends. There's no boundaries to that. Dude, even go as far as to getting their kids to do this kind of shit.
You got raped? Why would you say that? Where did that come from? Where the hell did that come from?
I could play more. I could, but it's too damn obvious, man. It's too obvious, dude. It's too obvious. Now, I do need to start uploading my particular videos on how I basically deal with these perps. And the situation is simple. I don't react when these people act out. I don't. Now, Nappy, if you see this video, bro, I need to warn you. When they flash you with those lights like that, that's actually, if you, I don't know if you realize this, but that's actually the lights that have that blue hue on it. That's Project Bluebeam. So when they're basically trying to upset you, they basically are trying to use these tactics that, to get under your skin to get to you like that. And they do the flashing of the lights, that kind of stuff. That's them trying to program you. That's exactly what that is. And let me tell you something. Because I mean, at this point, I can deprogram the stuff that they're trying to do, but the problem is because of me being in the city, they're gonna keep trying to do it. That's one problem, man. That's one problem right there. But like, people really need to become more aware about this, because when you get a point to where more and more people start to know about this, they can't do this kind of shit. They can't. And they're not going to be able to get away with it, because people are going to be able to find the assholes who do it. All you need is a team. That's it. All you need is a team dedicated to basically tracking these assholes down. That's it. Tracking these perps down, getting reconnaissance footage, finding out who they're connected with. And if they ever had the audacity to send a cop towards you, you just could basically explain the situation, that this is an ongoing investigation on what's going on. TIs need to unite and do an investigation that way. I am telling you. What will happen, you will find the agents that way. You will find their handlers. You will find everybody who's responsible for this shit. And you'll be able to track them down. Problem is, you also got to be able to show factual evidence to show that, there is some dangerous shit going on related to this person. So we're acting in this person's defense, just basically keeping an eye on these individuals who are doing this, because clearly something ain't right. That's it. It's not necessarily being a damn stalker. It's just investigating. You can investigate. That's perfectly legal to do. It's always legal to do your own investigation. It always is. But anyway, for an example, there was a female TI. I'm pretty sure she probably still is. The thing about her, though, is that she got lucky enough to have a team actually do a psyop on the perps. They basically had they did reconnaissance, all that stuff. They tracked these assholes down, who they were connected to, where they were going from. They got the license plates down too. all of that shit. They got the faces, everything, dude. Every bit of information you can think of. Now, they didn't publicize this information. So that's one thing you gotta keep in mind. You can't, if you're gonna do it, if it's an investigation like that, it can't be. You gotta, it's best to make a video or make an audio log stating this, the purpose of it and the whole stance of the situation, and then you could put the work in to basically tracking these assholes down. Because it's different when you start basically breaking the whole system down and you start actually finding the people responsible. The people doing, doing the ordering, the people telling these assholes to do what they do. Now, people, this is what Nappy's going through. This is what Nappy Headed Roots is going through every day. Every day. And just to prove a point here, I'm about to go all the way to his very first video, just so you understand just how far this has been going on. And don't worry, because I plan on doing this same thing for other fellow TI's channels who have been going through this shit for years. But understand, fellow TIs, even for ones that I may not mention in these in this video log I'm gonna do, understand this one thing. This same thing applies to you as well. So don't feel left out, because we've all gone through this for quite a lot of time, and it seems like the one thing that these satanic controllers are desperate to do is take away as much time away from your life as possible. Seems like that's the one major thing. They do all of this shit, man. Hang on, here's a where's that other one at? Where's that other one at? This one, for example.
This is how spooky this shit is, you guys.
You see what this guy's doing?
What's up, man? Why they making you do that, man?
They had, the old job I worked at, they had a dude actually do that shit in that building. They actually had a guy do that. Yeah, they did. On camera too. They didn't do it again though, because first off, it didn't get them the natural reaction that they wanted. And I wasn't paying no mind to that shit. Couldn't help but see the shit, because unfortunately, I'm on a machine traveling down a long stretched out hall. So, they had them basically do that exact moment coming out of the bathroom. Dude, people are being controlled, man. People are being controlled. This is one of the reasons why I'm getting off the grid now. I still send my advice to people. It's either get off the grid or basically break down every fucking cell tower you can find. But then again, it's a problem because we got to be able to communicate. We got to be able to spread this information out to be able to, inform people and warn people of all this shit that is happening. It's like a double-edged sword. You basically going right through the damn, right in harm's way, just to get the information out. It's not easy to do.
Man. Why they making you walk with your pants all the way down like that, man?
I hate it, man.
Why are they doing that to you, man? They're making you exploit yourself like that.
I'm hanging playing with this little freaking whatever.
I understand they do hire addicts, people addicted to drugs. They do hire drug dealers. They do hire gang members. They do. And these are the people, including just regular other people that you would see, who are hired to do this shit. Yeah. Same people who basically tell you a TI is basically mentally ill is the same person who's basically working for the system. Who basically most likely have done shit like this from time to time. And also, don't be surprised. They use their kids in these programs too. They do. So, think about that for a second. A program, a program that's paying people off to do this shit, right? To harass people, to stalk, which is illegal. They are programming people. And these same people who are, the same company that programs these people to do this shit, is the same company that's also having these people use their kids into this shit too. People, these scenarios with the mass shootings that ever happened, that was not a normal, that wasn't far from a ordinary circumstance. That shit was an experiment. Most, if not all, mass shootings are a fucking experiment in some sort of way. due to this technology existing for what it's doing, due to the people who are in power doing what they're doing. You best believe they have some, they do definitely have some involvement. They do. Hang on, what is that? Nah. Hold on. Did I just see what I think I saw in that bag? Nah, that's something different. There's at least a few channels that I wanted to show in this whole vid compilation. This is just what I'm doing with the whole for the whole TI you know TI's day that's either here or it's coming up. I tell you, man, this this corruption needs to stop, dude. Stuff is just crazy, man. People, these videos are going back to 4 years. Nappy has dealt with their shit for 5 years. How more are we gonna go back? So this is 5 years. 5 years of his life dealing with this shit. That's 5. You still think if you still think TIs are mentally ill, there's no help for you. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you if you can't. Now we're going back 6 years. How long does it take for somebody to go through this kind of shit? For people to really understand that this shit's real. This is no fake debauchery bullshit. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is real. So, chances are, he most likely went through this possibly even longer than this, but this is just when he just so happened to start, his channel. This is when he started it. So, as you guys can see, here's the problem though. One thing I tend to notice. They're utilizing a lot of shit, and it seems like they got way more tactics out in the city, out in the city than they do anywhere else. And I say that for a reason. Simply because they got the street patrol that they can use. They got the many different colored coordinated cars they can use. They got that. They got the fact that these people, these people have a job elsewhere and they live in the same area, and then they got that free time, so they usually would use that free time to perp and do these perpetrous acts. Don't TIs look. You got to remember, these people are recording how you're acting, how you're reacting, and all this stuff. They're doing this the entire time. That when you see this is the whole point as to why they do this in the first place, because they want your reaction. And in order, they keep doing shit to basically provoke you, try to get different shit, different information out of you. Look, man, there's ways to basically advertise the truth. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to act out. You don't have to give them any acknowledgement to their shit, because once you stop giving them acknowledgement, you basically reject the whole programming system. When you start to ignore them, that's when you start to basically reject the whole programming system. When you start to deprogram yourself. This whole thing that they do is meant for you to see. It's meant for you to see. And man, all these fucking people doing this. All these damn people doing this, man. This is insanity at its best. Now, there are people who have actually done this shit to him, and they have openly admitted that this is happening. That's exactly what they're doing. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I did show it before, but I'll show it again. see what else. Huh. Let's just see. Yep, the whole transhumanization agenda that they're doing. I'm hoping I can find that one particular video, but I might not be able to. I still got at least around a few other TIs to do the same kind of vid for. Just gonna showcase their channel, get the word out about, the struggles that they're dealing with, so people will understand what's really going on. If you think that this is as bad as it gets, I don't even think Nappy saw the other channel that I've seen. This guy's in Japan, and he's got it bad, man. He's going through a lot of shit. I mean, a lot. That's gonna be the next one I'm gonna showcase for you guys, and then after that, I'm just gonna combine all of these videos together, and then I'm just gonna just show them off at that point. Trying to see. But man, if you guys got anything that's like Nike related, anything that's Jordan related, cut that damn symbol off, because I'm telling you, that shit is linked to Satanism. You can do, don't even have to take my word for it. You can research it for yourself. You can just research it and see. This whole damn system is very sinister. One of the things that I did the other night, I had demonstrated how easy it was for me to basically deprogram myself from this. You may be wondering what their natural reaction to that would be. Well, noise harassment. But fortunate for me, the audio recorder did capture all of that. Now, the way I did it, I didn't have to make a whole lot of noise at all to do it. Some people think you would have to make a whole lot of noise. It does disrupt their technology. It does. But, in fact, I cannot find that video anywhere. Okay, you know something? Let me show you. Let me basically give you guys a just an outlook on what I go through. Okay, and you're gonna see it in my videos later on when I upload them. Okay. So here's the deal. You see that guy, where that guy's at, right? He's in clear view of where Nappy is at, right? So let's try to find one where they actually walk and then they do that shit. Because this is what they do to me. What they will do, they'll send a person out, in my point of view. Now I understand the video recorder's catching this shit. So they can't sit there and say, oh well, like you intentionally look for. No, motherfucker, you can't tell me that. And this is why I don't even bother engaging, because I know what it is. It's just a fucking game. It's just bullshit to them. It's just bullshit. They're going to end up doing that. They're going to have a motherfucker off to the side. And then they're going to try to basically orchestrate this shit, trying to say, well, you see, no. I immediately blank them the fuck out. I pay them no mind, I pay them no attention, and I just move on along with my day. I handle my business, and then that's it. But this is what they do. They'll send somebody to intentionally park themselves, in my point of view. The way I see it, man, them people are just, man, they're most likely way too far gone. But it's not impossible to basically, deprogram a person. It's not impossible at all. It's possible. But the problem is there's too much damn infighting, too much shit going on. And what do you think they're doing while all this infighting is taking place? Oh, that's right. Anybody who's dumb enough to go get the test that they're giving out are getting a dosage of active nano in their systems. They're taking advantage of this whole bullshit to disguise the fact that they're basically putting active nano inside people's systems. I hope TI start to understand exactly why I'm getting off the grid. It's not that I'm not willing to fight against this mess. It's not that I'm not willing to help put a stop to it, help seek justice for all TIs. It's not that at all. It's not. It's just that I see the harsh reality of what we're dealing with here, and the whole consequences that's gonna come, especially with these people doing this. Because, dude, they're gonna lose if they continue this shit, man. They're gonna lose their souls. That's just what it is. They're gonna lose their souls, man. They're gonna lose them. And it's hurtful to think about that, man. It really is. Because it don't have to be like that. Like, this is the prime example of people who are just too addicted to the system. People who are just too infatuated with it, who refuse to see any other way of living life. And I'm talking about the ones who basically are not, actively programmed, who are just paid off to do this shit. People, there are individuals out there who do just about any fucking thing for money. Money is the new drug. It has become the new drug of society. The new drug. And better yet, no, not the new drug. As a matter of fact, money's been a drug of society for quite some time, actually. So I take that back. But you see all this corruption it's triggering, though. You see all of this shit. All of this, man. It's insane. It's insane that these people just do this. And again, that's if you can just call them people anymore, because I don't even know. I don't think no actual human being would do this unless maybe they're at their breaking point. Maybe they're incredibly desperate or something. I don't know. People, if you see any motherfucker who's working for an organization like this, trying to hire you or offer you some money off the side, don't fucking talk to them. Immediately exclude yourself from that person, because I'm telling you, this shit seeks to invade your whole family, seeks to invade your life, and seeks to corrupt every aspect of it. That's just what it is. Reject the system, reject the forced vaccinations, reject the whole enslavement agenda. All right, everybody, this is another target individual. Now, this is what's happening. This is the target individual who's going through this harassment in Japan. Organized stalking in Japan. The name of his channel is Shudan Stalker. What's that? IU 7000 on YouTube. I can't really pronounce that correctly. My apologies for that. But anyway, this is just another prime example of how bad this stalking program can get. And people sometimes don't think it's a big deal. It is a big deal. I think IU must be audio. Huh. I don't know if Shudan Stalker is his channel. I don't know. I'm not sure what the name of his YouTube channel would be. Maybe this is his channel. I'm not certain, because this is where a lot of the footage is at. So, I think it's hang on, let me just take a look at the name here. KMX Human Rights. I believe that's the name of his channel. I could be wrong, and this could have just been uploaded here. I'm not really sure about that, but let's just say it's his channel, okay? Again, I'm not sure, so I don't know. But anyway, this is just a prime example of some of the stalking he's going through, and it gets much worse than this. Way much worse.
集団スポーツに襲われてます。おい。は？おい何撮影しとんだって。そういうのおい手袋。おいなんだってねおいこの野郎。おい俺大丈夫大丈夫なんだこれ。やめなさい。どういうとこだよお前。ちょっとか。おいなんじゃろうよこれやってるおいおいなんでいんねやこれ。
One thing I will point out, fellow TIs, this is another tactic that the perps will use on you. They will try to have an act of aggression out on you or whatever like that. Don't fall for that, because in the end, it's basically a trick to try to either get you to do something, most likely to get you to do something, so that they can basically pose you off as the active aggressor. Sometimes they'll do, some of these perps will do this shit real subtle like, but if you all watched the McDonald's incident that I had to deal with, that's a prime example of that. As you know, it didn't work. They tried several times. It did not work. And they just kept getting desperate about it. They really, really kept getting desperate. They really did. But anyway, let me go ahead and just finish this video for you all.
What?
That doesn't look like a tool. People, with me showing these videos here, understand that this is, I do not condone violence in any way, shape, or form. But I will expose the crap that they're doing. As you see the whole gesture of violence here that they're doing, the fact that they hold a gun up towards them, the fact that the guy starts swinging a katana around him, it gets pretty damn bad. And this is you've seen an example of what Nappy's going through. Target individuals go through this kind of shit every day, but none of the TIs who no TI. I've never seen a TI in the U.S. go through shit this bad. But I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong, and there could be some TIs in the U.S. who have had it this bad. You're gonna see that same mask later on in these videos.
Oi, なんだお前。おい。
TIs, if you're wanting to know why when I leave the grid I'm gonna be armed, seeing how bad this can get should be it shouldn't really be no surprise. Don't ever, if you ever leave off the grid, decide to leave off the grid yourself, don't do it unarmed because they will get desperate. Um, However, just have some type of thing to protect yourself with. Something, man, something. Now, even having something to protect yourself with, here's the number. Here's the number one rules of self of defense, or at least the ones that I go by. First off, and some of these do apply to real life circumstances. A firearm is to never be used unless you're met with equal lethal force. You don't ever want to flash a firearm off at anybody. You don't want to brandish one around, even even if it's in self defense. You don't want to brandish it around, and you don't ever want to aim it at anybody because that is that is a felony offense right there to do that. Even if you're being threatened, if you're not being threatened in a manner where it's leveled up to equal force, and that automatically is going to mark you off as the aggressor. So you don't want to fall for that. Perps will try to do that to you. So don't be surprised. I've seen it happen before. You can always, if you got a permit to open and carry weapons, that's fine. That's definitely. But you got to also understand this other thing though. They basically structure this system to make they put all these regulations and stuff out there for you to have to do this and do that, so they can basically get rights to just strip you of your firearms. So don't ever be tricked into the whole domestic violence crap because they will utilize that to try to strip you of your firearms. They will do that. Understand they send these perps towards you to basically try to set you up. They basically, even as far as getting your weapon taken away, getting your self-defense taken away, because they can't really go out and just fuck with you like that. People are not gonna just fuck with a person who's armed. They're not gonna just do that. No. And in this case, with me going off grid, it's much more different because, out there, okay, your ass has basically have no camouflage. You have no grounds to basically justify the means as to what the fuck you're doing, and you cannot lie. They still lie, though. You'd be surprised. This is why there's no point in really debating with these people who do this shit. There's no point. There is no point. They're gonna lie till they die. That's just how it is. They don't care. The people responsible for this are gonna lie even when the evidence shows how obvious it is in their face. They will lie. They will scheme. They will come up with some random bullshit excuse just to get off the hook. Yet they still fuck with people. They still do that. They still fuck with people despite that. So anyway, if you're wondering what you can use as a means as a deterrent, just simply having your firearm strapped to your waist, as long as you got a permit to carry it on you like that, that's enough to really, that's enough to serve as a deterrent. Having mace on you, which is non-lethal, that's also a deterrent. That way you don't have to fight nobody. You can just immediately end the whole encounter there. Immediately. They're trying to get people to wear full-on face masks to the where it's like it's nothing but a whole face cover thing. They're trying to force that shit on people. You can't even, the Walmart had the audacity saying, something, no, we need to protect everybody, so basically you can't actually walk in here unless you wear pants. You can't wear shorts in here. No, you can't. No shorts. They're bad for your health. They're bad for your health. Like, what the fuck, dude? This mask shit is linked to suffocation of oxygen. And OSHA laws, OSHA's rules are saying this shit. Not a law, but it's rules and regulations saying, that shit is dangerous and people are just desperate for work. And you want to wear it, dude, don't fuck. I've been said, fuck that business shit when they basically tried to mandate the mask thing in the buildings. I'm like, fuck that, dude. Even more so to find it is linked to devil worshiping? No. Hell no. No. But anyway, I don't, that's not the point of really of this video, but not really the whole self-defense part. That is, but the whole other thing, man, that's for another video. But anyway, it's just so I don't get off track. Just so you know, understand, the first line of defense is your words. Okay, the only time you should ever should ever engage with these perps is if they are going way too fucking far. They don't do this shit to me like that because they can't, because it gives me evidence. Now, so understand, the first line of defense is your words. Second line of defense is any type of non-lethal thing that you have that can immediately prevent a fight, like mace. You can basically disengage a person instantly with that. A taser, that's yet another thing. You can instantly just, disengage somebody as well. That way you don't have to end up in a fight of any kind, and then you immediately just end the whole confrontation right then and there. Second thing would be, fighting. Your fist is always good to know some self-defense moves, but it's really more beneficial to know some disengaging moves, meaning something that can basically render your opponent immobile without really doing too much damage. Some, holds, grabs, stance breakers, stuff like that. And no, that's not a JoJo's reference, but yeah, that just gives you a decent idea on how to deal with situations like this. Now, when it comes to the whole situation of when they basically try to subliminally message you to try to get you pent up, to try to get you stressed out or afraid, anxious, anything like that, relax. Take a deep breath, relax, calm down. Because the one thing they want you to be in is an unstable state. They don't want you to have a stable mind when they basically are fucking with you like that. Understand, they're there to set you up, not the other way around. They don't want that happening the other way around. And yet, so many times, I've been able to swap that shit all around them every time. Every time. I believe I've long since more than proved my point that I can do that if I wanted to. I've gave them several examples of it, and it pissed them off every different time. It's unfortunate. I wish every TI had that same, had the ability to still do that. But understand, you still have words that you can use, your own words. This is why it's important to center yourself too. You're a lot more stronger than you know. And don't be intimidated by a person's size. Understand, it doesn't matter what the person's size is. It doesn't matter whether they're overweight, fat, bulky. It doesn't matter. Even if they're skinny, it does not matter. Everybody can feel pain. I repeat, everybody can feel pain. So as much as they can hurt you, you best believe you can hurt them back. So, if anything, don't ever be afraid of death either, because I'm telling you, if you are, they're going to utilize that shit against you quite a lot. It's nothing to really be afraid of. Look, man, there's a lot of shit that's threatening the lives of people even today. There's the poisonous shit that they put in your food. There's the riot. You see people dying from these riots. You see people, dying from a lot of this forced, unoxygenated bullshit that they're pulling. And it's insane how none of these people who have done this shit is even locked up yet. And it's just monstrous how, like, you see all this information. You've seen the Shadowgate documentary, and yet all of this crap is still being allowed to happen. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video. Remember, understand, all the most important videos to check out on this guy's channel is all gonna be in this one vid here. So I'm gonna be leaving links in an order or as these channels are played, so everybody understands. Now, I don't know how long this guy has been going through the stalking situation. I'm probably gonna check on that after this video stops playing. it looks like that's going back as far back as 2017. So he's definitely been going through this. I want to say about 4 years, but it's probably longer than that.
ご連絡お願いいたします。この度は留守番電話にて失礼いたしました。午前10時47分。
Date on that one, so that's going back as far as 2016. Yeah, dude, that. All right, let's see how many years these vids go back. So this channel's vids only go back to 1 year, so this can't be his channel. That's what I was wondering. You definitely check this out though, because you'll see some testimonies here of many other TIs as well. Possibly some other TIs you haven't really heard about. Now, this lady here, I think her name, what was her name? What was it?
Hi, I'm Brandy Vaughn.
Brandy, that's her name, Brandy. She actually went to the, I think was she one of the speakers?
For those of you who don't know me, I have been an activist speaking out against SB 277 here in California. Wow, what happened?
Yep. One of the activist speakers speaking out for fellow TIs. Definitely show some support for that. There's another one. Now this one's Lisa.
Hi. My name is Lisa. And I don't really know what to do. I'm coming on YouTube because I need people to know what's going on with me. And
And I need for other people out there to know that you're not alone and that you're not going crazy and that your family is turning on you and that the people you love will turn on you. Everyone you know will turn on you. I've been the victim of it. I'm a targeted individual for 2 years and thought I was going crazy. I begged my friends. I didn't understand why people were turning on me. I've aged about 20 years. I have
definitely. How many minutes am I on here? Just 20. Okay, I think. Let me just do at least the intro.
Hello, this is Prentice Jenkins, and I am a gang stalking victim. I've been gang stalked since 2011. What you will hear and see on these videos are videos of Los Angeles Fire Department and Los Angeles Police Department, homosexual cops and firemen stalking me. They think.
Okay, now for the next one.
Hi, my name is Paige, and I am a targeted individual living in Baltimore, Maryland. I get gang stalked by the Baltimore Police, Ambulance, and Fire Departments of Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay. I feel bad for Lisa, so I'm gonna go ahead and play her video all the way. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna do another video after this, this one. In fact, I think I got an idea. I'm gonna do. This is gonna be the first one. That basically just show this channel to everybody, just so they know. Let me go to this one too.
Richard Bruce here, and once again, this is a log of my gang stalking, which that term refers to a form of psychological warfare harassment that is waged against people in various forms, everything from psychotropic weapons, or psychotronic weapons rather, and all kinds of other things, street theater, people coming out of their house, people honking, noise campaigns, probably all kinds of stuff we can't even see or hear or do anything about. However, just to let you know what happened to me was in February of 2013, I uploaded my first full report after discovering the reptilian shapeshifter subject on YouTube. When I did so, my life changed. Immediately within 15 minutes of uploading that 40-minute feature called Reptilian Matrix Message, you can check it out on YouTube, I had helicopters hovering over my place like there was a drug bust, like 7 or 8 helicopters, and I thought that it was some sort of criminal being busted. However, it was in direct response to my YouTube uploads on Ripley's Believe It or Not. What followed after that was helicopters buzzing my place, which is like, let's just say, here's the apartment. Helicopters would fly low like that over it, and the way they would do it is, and I also found out they're using holograms. I know that sounds crazy, completely nuts, but I found out also from the John Lear video, which convinced me that they have holographic and sound technology. You cannot tell the difference from a real one. However,
okay. Just want to make sure I at least get the introduction. So, as you all know, I'm gonna have I'm gonna do an introduction for their channels as well, and have the links posted to those, as well. I'm also gonna see how long they've also been going through their targeting. Now, I believe his name. I think his name is Bruce. I've seen his channel before. He's got a lot of subscribers on there, but I have no idea how long he's been going through this. Let me check. In fact, a lot of this is just going back 1 year, but that's not the exact year where that video of his was uploaded. Could have been like several years back before that. Organized stalking crime. I think that's the same person. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. Okay, here's another person going. Another fellow TI.
Says this is what he sees all the time, helicopters flying over his home. But tonight he's facing jail time for what he did to try to stop it. CBS 5's Peter Bush is live with a story you'll see only on CBS 5 tonight.
Well, Catherine, no one is sure exactly how this whole thing started. Maybe it's when this Mesa man says he noticed a police helicopter constantly hovering above his house, and one day he decided to flip the pilots off. But it's the ending to all this that is even more bizarre.
You know what? I'm going to play Lisa's vid just to get her message out, to help her out on that one. It's the least I can do.
In the top left corner of your television screen, you see a light, which David DeGroot says has been pointed at his family for the past year and a half.
Over and over and over at odd hours of the night, 4 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
He's recorded dozens of hours of home surveillance video, which he says proved 2 Mesa police helicopter pilots have been harassing his entire family. And now David is the one facing punishment, sentenced to 5 days in jail for allegedly shining a spotlight at the police helicopter as it was chasing robbery suspects.
Those charges are preposterous.
Some other families around the neighborhood near Baseline and Chrisman also told me the police helicopters have been a nuisance. David is appealing his sentence. And back to the whole spotlight thing.
I'm thinking about buying one, okay? If they don't leave us alone.
Mesa police wouldn't say much about the DeGroot case today, only that he had his day in court and that their helicopters circle over all parts of the city. Reporting live, Peter Bush, CBS 5 News.
KCK Mayor Mark Holland battled with the firefighters union while he was in office, and now Holland claims some firefighters are harassing him and his family. New at 6, KCTV5's Ashley Arnold explains that the fire department is investigating that claim.
Neighbors received this letter about that alleged harassment. In it, Interim Fire Chief Kevin Shirley asked for any information that anyone may have about what they may have seen or heard Tuesday morning.
You know, I'm a citizen of this community. I'm a tax-paying citizen of this community. I'm 4th generation of Wyandotte County. I deserve to be treated with the same amount of respect as everyone else.
This is what he's referring to. He says Tuesday morning, a fire truck and ambulance drove by his home and turned on their sirens. He then claims after they passed his home, they turned them off. It's just the latest piece in Holland's assertions that the KCK Fire Department is targeting him.
I also have received multiple things on Facebook where people say, we hope nothing happens at your house, you know, hope you never need us. A lot of that kind of just inherent threat that, you know, our family's not going to be protected.
To me, it sounded like a sirens from a fire truck.
Neighbors say they also heard the sirens.
Earlier this week, I was getting up around 6 in the morning, walking through the house. And I'm used to hearing sirens in a distance, but this time in the morning, the siren sounded like it was in front of the house.
And Moore says it wasn't just hearing the sirens that caught her off guard.
What struck me as odd was definitely the timing. Usually, sirens are going around 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And I pay attention to those sounds. On this particular day, to hear something that early in the morning was what was different, as well as the proximity to the house is what was different to me.
Moore says she received this letter because she wasn't home when the fire department was canvassing the neighborhood. While some have balked at the accusations, Holland says the truth will come out.
Because of course it happened. And this lying that goes on behind the scene is just indicative of the culture of corruption that's in our fire department right now.
Officials with the Kansas City, Kansas Fire Department declined to comment on camera about this, but they did say there is an ongoing investigation. In Kansas City, Kansas, Ashley Arnold, KCTV 5 News.
Hi. My name is Lisa, and I don't really know what to do. I'm coming on YouTube because I need people to know what's going on with me, and I need for other people out there to know that you're not alone and that you're not going crazy and that your family is turning on you and that the people you love will turn on you. Everyone you know will turn on you. I've been the victim of it. I'm a targeted individual for 2 years and thought I was going crazy. I begged my friends. You know, I didn't understand why people were turning on me. I've aged about 20 years. I have no home to go to. I have no hope in humanity. I have no friends, no family. Everybody says I'm crazy or I'm on drugs, and you know, they count on that. They count on that to say you're mentally ill, to have you committed or incarcerated. They count on everyone turning on you so you'll commit suicide. I'm telling you, open a Bible and read scripture and read as much God as you can read, because it will come down to it when you are worried for your life and or being tortured, physically tortured. I have been there, and the only person I had was God, and He got me through it. I thought I was going to die many times and wanted to almost. And even when I gave up on God, He's all I got. He didn't give up on me. I'm alive for a reason, and it's just getting started. I'm telling you, they need to bring it on, because I'm not fighting. God's fighting. I'm done. Okay, so if you are alone and you don't know what's going on with you, and you don't have God, or you don't know what to do, or you don't know if you're going crazy, my email address is lsills, SILLES, LSILLS12004 @yahoo.com, and contact me, because I could use this support. I know what it feels like. I read a lot of targeted individual sites, and nobody gives me a number or a site to get some hope. So here I am. This is my email, lsills12004 @yahoo. Call me. We'll help each other. I need you like you guys need me. I know you need me. I know, but more than anything, open that Bible, because you will need it. I promise you, you will. They're evil. Your family will turn on you. The one you love, if you're second guessing, he will. The one you trust the most is your weakness, and they're going to find it, and they're going to use it. Don't reveal anything to them. Don't reveal anything, any fear, nothing. They want you destroyed. They want you dead. And the only thing that's going to save you is to open your mouth and reveal it. Say what's going on with you. Call for God first. Call for God when you are in the first thing. When you are in your deepest fear, you will call for Him, and He'll get you through that, because evil cannot overcome good. They can't win this. Who would? I would lose my faith in God if they did. So, lsills12004 @yahoo. Thanks, and good luck, and God bless.
Well, man. I'm gonna end the video there. There's still, I think, one more channel I need to go to make a video on.